second most common mistake is lack of planning and drawings. Unfortunately, this is probably, it could have been number one before knowing your style, but it's really important to know the space that you're working with. How often have we lived in our homes for 20 years, and if I asked you, okay, where's your heating vent? Okay, where are your outlets? Okay, what type of sun do you get? Do you get northern exposure or southern exposure? It's such a wide range of things, but we take for granted our rooms every day. Me, as a professional, I come in and I notice everything. I mark down, okay, where's that outlet? Where does that light switch from? Is it on a dimmer? Is it not on a dimmer? Where's my light coming in? Is it affecting the glare on the TV? All those decisions as an outsider, I come in and look at. So it's important for you to get to know your rooms just as well. So get to know your space, measure, draw to scale, and existing conditions. We'll go through this real quick. This is actually a before picture from a show house that I did up in Newton. And as you can see, I actually had some pretty nice bones to work with. This was just the Bay Area part of the room. And I had some lovely crown molding there, and some beautiful high baseboard molding. I love architectural molding, a great way to add detail to a room. So this is pretty much where we started. Now, this is our concept drawing, okay? So we talked about, what would I like to do in this space? Now, the easy thing might be throw a couple chairs in there and a little table with a lamp on it. But I thought, would I really use that space if I did that, okay? So we looked at the opportunity to say, oh, I would love to do something where I could nestle in front of this window on a cold winter's day and I could read a book and I could have a cup of tea. Oh, a cup of tea, where would I put my cup of tea? So we looked at the design decision to say it would be great, instead of having to pull a table in, why don't I raise the ends of my nice little built-in seat so I can make them into sort of built-in end tables, okay? Then we looked at the lighting in the room. I want something that actually sort of drops down and makes that a cozy, warm environment for me. We looked at the placement of our window treatments and the fact that most of the time when I like to let light come into a space, but I also like to let spaces feel very cozy and warm. So most of the time when I do a bay window, I actually place the window treatments on the outside of the bay, because it's not so much about, covering my windows, it's about framing the beautiful bay that I have. So all of these are design decisions that we made looking at how we wanted the space to work out. And this is what we ended up with, okay? So it was all these decisions that were made beforehand in our concept that came to finalize this drawing. You'll notice in the built-in, I have a vent in the front, okay? I had a heating vent on the floor. There are ways to work around these things. There's ways to work around. We actually just came from a job that we're measuring for a kitchen project that has all baseboard heating. There's ways to work around that. We're doing built-in vent seating. We're using just an electric blower to get that heat out where we want it to be. So we can still do the design concept that we have in mind. So this project, I will tell you, in actuality, from start to finish on site, was 2 weeks, okay? We planned a lot longer than that, but the actual time that it took to install this was 2 weeks, and that included painting.